Now in this video, which I've entitled Rendering Options, I want to kind of continue where we were in the previous video, which is building your first report. Now in that video, I just kind of did a real quick run through on what this environment looks like and what it looks like to build a report with reporting services. And we just did a real quick and dirty thing. We really didn't delve too deeply into the data sets and how to get the data in and so forth. But basically I just showed you how to drag and drop and get this kind of quick and dirty little report we've got here. But what I want to talk about in this video is a kind of a different topic, and that is the different ways that we can provide these reports to people, the different ways that they can go out. Now, if I click on the Preview tab, this is generally what a user is going to see if they view this report in a browser. So once we've deployed it out to the reporting server and somebody goes through the internet or uses the Internet Explorer to connect and to view it, this is generally what it's going to look like. Now notice this is a multi-page report, okay, and I can show this thing a whole page here, okay, and notice I can go through each page and I can see what they look like. It's a little small, I know, or I can just hit this end one and it takes me to page 13 and I see the last one, okay. But what I want to show you now is the different ways that we can render these things. Notice there is this little export button. Now oddly enough, it has a disk icon just like the save icon up on the other toolbars, okay. But if I click the little drop down and tell it that I want to save this thing out as a PDF file, now I want you to watch what happens. This is really cool. I click this and it pops up and it says, where do you want to save it? And notice it's calling it the name of the report, which is report3.pdf, and I'm going to put it on my desktop. So I click Save, and just that quickly it has generated a PDF. So let's minimize the reporting services environment, and there is my PDF file. Okay, so let's double click that, and obviously I have to be running Adobe's Acrobat to be able to do this. I'm going to make this full screen so that we can see it, and then I will make this full page. But notice how this has rendered our report, and we can go down through the pages. There's page 2, 3, you know, and so whatever we have formatted and set up in our report is going to show up in the PDF. Now how cool is that? And of course once we've got that, then I can save it, I can print it, I can do all kind of neat stuff with this. Now let's take a look at another rendering possibility, and that is that I can render this as an Excel worksheet. Notice Report XLS, and I click Save, and I will let this one finish, and I'll double click this. This is going to open Excel for me. And you can now see that this thing is rendered as an XSL spreadsheet. Again, very, very easy to do. Now what I can do here is go in and play with some numbers. I can put some formulas out here at this point, right, and start to play with some things. So anyway, I will close that one down. I don't want to save my changes. Let's go back out here. And then the new feature in 2008 that's really cool is I can export these as Word documents. So now we'll do a Report 3 doc, and you'll notice that there's my other reports. These are all the same report. I double click this. It will open up Word 2007, and that will, it'll also create, by the way, it will render to Word 2000 or later. We'll be able to open these. And again, if I scroll down, you'll notice I've got some page break issues I might want to deal with, and I've got some wrapping going on with United Kingdom there. But anyway, I've got a Word document. I can now save this Word document, email it to somebody, do all kind of cool stuff with it. So I'll just close Word. And that's the rendering engine. And notice you didn't have to really do anything there. It just happens. And you have some other things here, a TIFF file, a comma separated values file. So it's very easy to render these reports in different ways. Okay, so in this video and the previous one that was entitled Building Your First Report, I've just kind of really quickly shown you some of the options and some of the environment you're going to work in. So what I want to do now is we'll kind of take a break from this. We're going to talk about understanding how reporting services works. We'll take a look at a little diagram, a little animation. We'll talk about a reporting life cycle, some architecture, and so forth. And once we get all that, you know what's going on under the hood, then we're going to come back out here and we're going to start to take a look at installing reporting services, getting a copy of it, and then actually go through developing a report step by step, and you can follow right along with me and see how to turn this report into something really cool and format it however you would like it.